behind the visor, which has not been closed yet. Storm Lanfear.
Yeah. Storm Lanfear on screen there, getting in. You know, he's not. He's just focusing. He's working everything through his mind now, focusing on the race, and once he gets out there, he'll know. It comes naturally to him. He's been around long enough to know what he has to do out there.
Sponsor is Mantellus, whilst DJ Boyson is Dyco Racing, of course, by Stephen Reed. He's a main man over there in the Burner Factory. Class C, it's good to have Damien White back in the Formula GTI Ray, the Draken Racing car, and Hayden Elwood, who is in that green Formula Swift that looks very much like the Jordan 191 from 1991. It's a homage. Look at this now, looking at the carburetors there and the exhaust.
That's Rico Barlow, and he's talking to Udrich, saying to him, I've done this and this, so take note of that and that.
And you'll see some of them will be on the semi-slick tyre, and some of them will be on the slick tyre. That's, of course, the semi-slick tyre you'll see there for Rico Barlow Racing, and the Udrich Haysamen, beautiful in red.
Having a look at the field there, our lady racer Kelly Fletcher holds fourth on the grid. Should be followed by Donovan Ramsey. Joshua Smith, a new entry, sitting there in P6, ahead of young Ricky Anderson. I spoke to him and his dad this morning. They're out here to have fun, that's her. The old man Cyril Somerville, he's out there having a fun. Udrich Haysamen sits behind him. Then James Beaumont and Hayden Elwood. So, not a big field, but there's a lot of potential for a good race there.
The term I like to use at CHD is a power pack.
Yeah.
You know, because you get maybe 5 entrants in a particular race at CHD, but you have a power pack. Those who stay close together, nose-to-tail racing, there's trading paint, all types of things. You don't want to trade paint in a single-seater, of course, because that can be quite disastrous. But we look at the back end there of the Dyco Racing. DJ Boyson, Class S, starts second on the grid. Storm Lanfear just edging him out by 0.4 of a second. I see slightly a bit of a stiff breeze coming across the circuit there. Francois, a bit of ripples on the flags from the northwest.
Yeah, it's changed. It was northeast this morning. It's now swung around to northwest, which is very different from all directions. Next thing you know, the southeast is going to be blowing. You know,
we can expect everything from all directions here in Cape Town.
4 seasons in one day. We've been known for it.
And do we have a little poke of sun coming out as well?
I was going to say, I'm seeing that it's getting a bit brighter around me. I thought maybe I've woken up or something.
Well, track temperatures might just rise a bit, get a bit more purchase out there. Of course, the engines love the cooler conditions, but there is a bit of the humidity coming up as well. I am sweating here and there a little bit.
Oh, that's just because you're nervous.
It is because I'm nervous. You're quite right there, Francois. And it's all the seasons, all 55 seasons in one day here in Cape Town. I think it's 55 of them, aren't there?
Where do you come from?
Northern suburbs. There we go.
That explains it.
We are ready almost to go, Francois. I see the marshals doing a mighty job, as always, and getting the debris and dust and dirt off of the circuit, and they'll give us the all clear shortly to go racing for 10 laps.
You don't want turn 1, as you see on screen, to be dirty. You don't want to go in there and grab a handful of brakes and then everything, all hell breaks loose underneath you. So they're just making very sure that the track is in good stead.
Look at this view over here as well. Watch out there with that scooter. You don't want to get in the way of this angry bunch. But yes, everybody will stand clear. There's Storm Lanfear in that blue Formula 1600 machine, the Reynard, I should rather say. And then alongside him, the fellow Reynard of DJ Boyson. So we will be almost ready to go. We'll go off air just for a few moments.
There's a notable omission in this field that just dawned on me. Where's Byron Mitchell? I think he's gone into endurance racing now.
I think he might have dedicated himself full-time to the endurance side of things. We will miss him, and we miss all of our races that go over, but we are all very proud of them. And, of course, Dolphin Engineering, Gordon Mitchell runs a very tight shop there. But it's good that we have still Kelly Fletcher there with the Dolphin Racing team, along with the S&S Racing, Joshua Smith, Kirsten Foods, Donovan Ramsey. We'll go over there for a short while, and we'll come back shortly. Formula V Lantis of Zane Munson makes his way out onto the circuit. Kelly Fletcher will join him, as well as the number 61 car there of Cyril Somerville. Going on their reconnaissance lap. Get all the heat into the tyres, temperatures of the brakes to the right point. And I see that, oh, there we go. We have an engine cover for Hayden Elwood.
Eventually.
Eventually, yes.
He's had it made for him, which is nice to see.
He's doing what they're doing in Formula One nowadays. They're not painting certain parts of the car to keep it nice and light, of course. If you are watching, of course, the launches and the testing lately, there's a lot of unpainted carbon fiber on Formula One cars nowadays.
Yeah, I think it's a new trend. You know, it's like a fashion. You know, the shoes change shape. Yeah, having a look at that RB21 of the Verstappen. You see little carbon inlays. It's actually quite pretty, to say the least.
Yeah, we just had 3 days of pre-season testing at the Bahrain International Circuit, Sakhir. And of course, next week on Saturday is the Grand Prix.
Byron, what's your take on the testing? I thought everyone looked pretty quick. I mean, the Alpines, the Williams, everyone is pretty much on form. They all got new aerodynamics. They all got the same sort of motors. I think it's going to be an interesting season.
I don't look at the times during testing because what happens, you could throw those away now. I like to see the laps being racked up.
Yeah.
And, of course, sorting out any issues, making sure they're reliable. And I think what happens is we're going to have a good season. 24 races, remember, are scheduled, and that will be a record for Formula One.
Well,
23 last year.
Is that because we're in 2024?
That's a good coincidence. I have to say, 24 is 24, and there used to be a series on TV called 24. It's a good number.
It's a good number, yeah.
Well, there comes Zane Munson into position on the grid. That will be 5th position. And then Kelly Fletcher will pull in actually he'll be going to 3rd position. My apologies. The Alpha Precision car. Kelly Fletcher into her rightful position. Here comes Storm Lanphier now, storming his way to pole position.
Look at that beautiful helmet he's got on, Byron. I mean, those colors are just absolutely beautiful. Storm's karting helmet that he's wearing, lovely. DJ Boyson, my neighbor, pulls in there into 2nd position with the Dyco Electrical Performance and the Burner factory. And on the number 20 car, that Formula VW, looking very, very nice.
Talking about very nice there, France, with that 83 car there of Joshua Smith. Look at those colors as well.
You can't see it, you see. He doesn't want anyone to see where he is, so he got it camouflaged.
A few issues there with that number 96 or number 95 cars, the Donovan Ramsey. Sorry, Ricky Anderson.
Ricky Anderson.
Sorry, my apologies. Now the calm before the storm. There are only 11 of them out there in total. I don't see Hayden Elwood. I think that car has a misfire. I heard something of that sort, but we're ready to go racing, Francois, for 10 laps here. Watch the lights now. We have our man with his 5-second board right at the front. These 2 Formula VW Reynards are ready to go racing over here. The revs are rising. 5 seconds to go. Watch those lights. When they all go out, we are racing. And we are now, as a bit now, a wheel spin off the line there for Lanphier. Running it down to turn 1 is going to be the Dyco Racing man. And already there's some issues for Kelly Fletcher's car. Looks like it's pulling off onto the side of the circuit, Francois.
That's very unfortunate for Kelly now as the racers make their way out of turn number 1 up the Uber Straight. And DJ Boyson, but look at Storm Lanphier. The name speaks for itself. Storm's up the back of DJ Boyson now. So that race is on now. And see the rest of the cars going in there. There is Somerville going through there. But have a look here, going to the Scepter corner. This is going to be a real humding battle here between DJ Boyson and Storm Lanphier. They work their way up towards Sarl Sweep. Lanphier just biding his time behind DJ Boyson, two very experienced drivers, to say the least.
My apologies, that was not Kelly Fletcher. That was the number, I think, 96 car, yeah, Ricky Anderson. And Ricky has got going again into turn 2. But down the back straight, though, towards turn 5, we now have our leaders. And coming up right to the back there of DJ Boyson, it is Storm Lanphier as they charge out of turn 5, Pertamina Fastron. Can he get close enough here to launch any sort of a move into turn 1? We'll have to see.
On screen, Donovan Ramsey, Zayna Munson's got Kelly Fletcher right up behind him. Just up behind him is Donovan Ramsey and young Joshua Smith sitting up in P6. Ricky Anderson's a bit further back still. Somerville's in there. Ulrich Haysamen and then James Beaumont.
Well, Kelly Fletcher is on the outside of Zayna Munson now. Zayna Munson will have that inside line, but they are wheel to wheel as they go through onto the Joubert Straight.
Oh, look at Kelly Fletcher, a master move, goes around the outside of him, gets the draw on him, and now holds the inside line, but she mustn't leave the door open. She's got to keep him behind her, and she works her way around. So Zayna Munson has just been shown the ropes by a young lady, the equestrian, as we call her, the racing equestrian, and she makes her way down towards Interceptor Corner. This is going to be another battle to behold as this race goes on.
Yeah, Cyril Somerville in that number 61 car right behind there, but going down towards turn 5 now, it will still be the DJ Boyson versus Storm Lanphier, but Storm Lanphier is much closer this time out of turn 5. He'll run, he'll get into the slipstream then of the car in front of him. DJ Boyson, the man who started in second, will he be able to launch himself into turn 1? Underneath the bridge they go now. He's going to be not close enough, unfortunately for him, but he'll shadow him right through turn 1 and back onto the Joubert Straight.
Down in turn 5, Zayna Munson gets up and on Kelly Fletcher coming out of turn 5. Kelly's not going to lay back and take this lying down, as they say. She's going to come straight back at him as they work their way now under the city of Castlereagh. And look at Kelly, she's drafting him. She must hold on there. She steps out now. She's going to get the drive on him going down towards turn number 1. Kelly's got that outside line, and she's got the gumption to hold that outside line now. Well, Zane, no, he can't. She's next to him. He can't pull a shutout, but he has upper line. He's going to dive across the bow and hold it behind him.
Yeah, watch as they go onto the Joubert Straight now, and it will be Zayna Munson that will lead the Formula V section once again in this race.
Well, Kelly Fletcher trying to pull a switch back on Munson, but Munson holds his line. He covers his lines there, keeps Kelly Fletcher absolutely honest as they work their way down, going down towards turn number 5 again. We're going to pick up our leaders down in turn 5 still. The Dyker Performance leads out the RDSA car now as they work out. Looks like Ricky Anderson has pulled off here on your inside and your left-hand side of the screen as the leaders come up the city of Castrol Bridge. It's going to be DJ Boyson. Storm Lanphier holding his time, biding his time. He's still got 7 laps to go, so he can actually play the waiting game, Byron.
Well, 0.3 of a second between the two of them, France, where they go now through turn 1 onto the Joubert Straight now. Look how close he is. They almost won in when they come towards him. Meanwhile, down towards turn 5, it is still the overall battle for the Formula Vs. On the outside is Kelly Fletcher. On the inside line is Zayna Munson still, but they'll run it now towards the line, and she'll open up towards the outside. She likes to do that at the moment through turn 5 and turn 1. They are side by side. She'll tuck back into the slipstream slightly and then make a move surely down into turn 1 there, Francois.
Yeah, having a look here. Here comes young Joshua Smith. He crosses the line up behind Joshua. There's Cyril Somerville and James Beaumont.
Ricky Anderson stranded in turn 5. Sorry, yellow flags.
Yep, there will be yellow flags waving, but although he's not in a dangerous position, but anyhow, we won't call for that. Down into turn 2. And Kelly gets upside on Zayna Munson. This is going to be a Titanic tussle, right down to the wire. I'm not going to call it. We'll have to see how it unfolds.
Going very slowly over here as well is the Ulrich Haysamen. Remember, still a rookie, but hopefully not any troubles over there as the leaders come up now to turn 1, and it's very close at the front now, but not close enough for Storm Lanphier. Just holding the lead here will be DJ Boyson onto the Joubert Straight and run it now towards turn 2, Castrol Corner. They'll have that back marker ahead of them. That will play a factor over here, but look at how he shadows him, Francois, that beautiful blue machine on the Dyker Racing machine through the kink and towards turn 3.
It's almost like Ferrari versus Williams going down into Interceptor Corner. They're coming out of Interceptor Corner. Look how close Storm is to back of DJ Boyson now as they work their way up towards Sarl Sweep. I think Storm, although DJ's going to hold his line, Storm is sitting behind him, biding his time. And he tries to break the draft. But look at the draft. I think we can have something going down towards turn 5. Have a look, see if they go down to turn 5. Is Storm going to do something? He can't overtake. He got yellow flags. He can't overtake. Oh, man. That's a nasty. You've got it all lined up and suddenly, yellow flag, stay where you are. So you'll have to take it down to turn number 1.
Yeah, luckily he realized that at the right time there, Francois. Underneath the bridge, they'll come now, the Castrol bridge, and down towards turn 1 they'll then run. But once again, still keeping it ahead is DJ Boyson in that Dyko Racing Reynard, and Lanfear has to make do at the moment with that second position. A 1:14.992 fastest lap for Storm Lanfear, a tenth of a second faster as they cross the line.
Well, we've got 5 laps still to go, and Storm is definitely upping the ante. He's now, well, a hundredth of a second, but it shows he's got the aggression. It's controlled aggression coming from Storm Lanfear, I must say. He's biding his time. They come out of Interceptor Corner. They're working their way up towards the Sorrel Sweep. And right there, they've got slow markers in front of him, and slow markers always tend to influence what's happening. Let's take a look down to the bottom. The yellow flags have stopped. The yellow lights are off, so now there's an overtaking possibility. Is he close enough? We'll have to wait and see.
Coming down the back straight, the blue flags wave for the back markers. It's pretty easy going there as they make their way through into turn 5 now. Bit of a tighter line there, you could say, from DJ Boyson, as just drafting out a little bit, or drifting out a little bit wider there was Storm Lanfear underneath that bridge once again as they start their next lap, and 4 laps left to go here. He is no way close enough, and they have those bike markers right ahead of them as well. That's going to really spoil the party there for Storm Lanfear. He's lost 2/10 of a second because of that, as DJ Boyson, a 1:14.367, is now 3/10 of a second faster on the last lap.
Having a look there as they go in there, just up behind them there is Joshua Smith sitting out there behind Donovan Ramsey. So it's good to see Joshua having his first race out there, finding himself in 6th place, very credible position, and a lovely first outing for him. DJ Boyson trying to get away there from Storm Lanfear. Lanfear will want to regain that position he had right up behind DJ, but DJ is going to take advantage of this and try and get away, get some clean air between himself and Storm. So let's have a see what Storm can do.
Down the back straight as well, we have Zayna Munson that has taken back the lead in the Formula V class, and that's ahead of Kelly Fletcher, looks like it. So let them come around, but we're going to look at these leaders as they run then, and then ahead of them will be, of course, that battle for the Formula V section. Going down to turn 1, they will then run now. One will go all over the back then of Kelly Fletcher is Zayna Munson.
That's
first and second in the V's. Onto the Joubert straight now. They run towards turn 2. They will then run their way now, and Kelly Fletcher makes her way ahead, and look who's going to come past on the outside will be our leader and second position.
DJ Boyson outside Kelly Fletcher, and Storm Lanfear getting through on the inside of Kelly. She stays out of harm's way. Now Storm's still chasing. We have got 2.5 laps to go. So Storm has to now create a storm and try and get it closer to DJ to mount a challenge.
I wouldn't bet against him though there, Francois.
He's got the tools.
We do a storm, and yeah, they come through the double apex right-hander. That is turn 4, Sorrel Sweep. Down the straight, yes, he has lost ground. He has 2 and a bit laps left to go here as they run down towards turn 5. And head into Pertamina Fastron. They've put the lap on the leader and second in Formula V, so they'll be running there. They've lapped the entire field now, as a matter of fact. Underneath the Castrol and City of Cape Town Bridge will run. It is DJ Boyson that has 8/10 over Storm Lanfear. Lanfear running out of time here. Remember, you can see now on our screens here, a 1:13.427 fastest lap.
Well, DJ Boyson turning up the wick, but I tell you what, Storm is up for it as they're coming towards Castrol Corner. Look at him. He's taking the same lines as DJ. He's trying to get a bit of a draft out of him now as they exit Castrol now. Work their way through Dam Dip down towards Interceptor Corner. Can Storm reel him in? He's got a bit to go. Coming out at turn 2, it's Kelly Fletcher and Zayna Munson. They've been in it all day, absolutely all day. Well, of the Z, that's obviously. But Kelly looking the better of the two, not favouring her for that, but she's been showing more skill coming out of this one.
Well, she's really pulling away through turn 3 now, and in between 3 and 4 on the Tygerberg Straight. Meanwhile, here come our leaders now to complete what will be the penultimate lap of the race and begin the final lap. It was 0.8 of a second the last time around. You could see the response from Storm Lanphier now, running it down to the line. It was 0.8 of a second. As I had said, the gap should have shrunk now, and it is going to be half a second with a 1:13.079, the fastest lap by Storm Lanphier by 0.3 of a second.
Absolutely brilliant stuff coming out of Storm Lanphier in the Race Drive South Africa car as he sits up behind the Dyker Performance car there of DJ Boyson into turn number 2. Brilliant stuff. We're going to go down towards turn number 5. Have a look, see what's going on. Down turn 1. Here we go. It's going to be Kelly Fletcher and Zaina Munson. They're at it again. Kelly's got the inside line. More she's shut. She'll dive across the bow of Zaina Munson and lock him out on the Uber Straight. So, brilliant stuff there coming out of Kelly. And our leaders now going into Sorrel Sweep.
Turn 4. Yeah. Turn 4. They'll be making their way around there now, Francois. This is the final lap of the race. Down the straight as they go. This is the last chance for Storm Lanphier to make his move. He comes up right to the back of DJ Boyson. He looks on the outside. You can see that DJ Boyson's going defensive over there. It's going to be a run to the line now between the two of them as they come out of turn 5.
What they're going to do, DJ's going to try and keep Storm behind him. Storm's giving it his all. DJ's got his foot flat down in the corner up to checkered flag. DJ Boyson will take it from Storm Lanphier. Let's watch the next battle going down the back straight towards turn number 5. Zaina Munson on the outside of Kelly Fletcher. He's got beautiful drive coming out of 4. Is Kelly going to hold on to him? That's for first and second in their class. Kelly Fletcher on the inside. Oh, and Zane goes wide. Yeah. Zane goes wide and gives Kelly the line as they come out of Pertamina Fostron. Kelly Fletcher is giving it an all. The lady racer is holding off Zaina Munson. Now she locks off the line and says to Zane, hold it. Now she keeps him closed off. They're side by side. They're coming towards it. Coming towards the line, and Zaina Munson's going to take it. Zaina Munson takes Kelly Fletcher third. And a hundredth of a second again in it.
Well, Donovan Ramsey and Joshua Smith are racing at the moment between themselves. It's fifth and sixth, 3 and 4 in the V's.
Well,
yeah,
Smith looks like he's got a chance on the outside. Oh, this is another one to the wire. What a race. Here we go. Josh Smith on the outside. Looks like Josh Smith's going to take it. He takes it. Oh, what a debut for the young lad. Brilliant stuff coming out of Josh Smith.
He was celebrating quite early over there. I would actually recommend it.
He had the line, he had the draft, so he knew it. Lovely debut for the young lad. Brilliant stuff. When last has Formula Libre been so exciting?
You know, those Formula V section, that really gets exciting. But that Class S battle, we haven't seen a Class S battle like that in a very long time. I know that Storm is going to get back there to the pits. He's going to have a sit down, have something to drink, something non-alcoholic.
No.
And what happens is he's going to go back to the drawing board in race 2, and he's going to put the fight.
3 teaspoons of Red Bull in your coffee.
There we go. That's the formula.
That's the formula. Folks, there was some brilliant racing coming out of the Formula Libre single seaters. Absolutely. 3 different classes in that race, but two actually are the V and the S.
We didn't have Hayden Howard because he pulled out, and what happens is Damien White was not on the grid or the start. He was on the entry list, so unfortunately had to withdraw, looks like it there. But Hayden Elwood, I heard something of a misfire on that motor of his, and he'll hopefully get that sorted in pit lane and join us for race 2.